Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to our watching video. So in today's video, I wanted to help you guys out with the Arrow Apocalypse breeding event. So in case you don't know what the Arrow Apocalypse breeding event is, it's basically a 24-hour breeding event that's going to start very soon, where you can actually breed any cosmic monster in the game and also any mythic monster. So we're talking about original mythic monsters like Armor Claw, Siberial, Armel, Feroma, etc, etc. You get the point, right? So you can breed those. And you have 24 hours. So it's starting very soon. It's either on Friday or Thursday, one of those 2 days. But this video will help you decide what to actually go for, like what's the best monster to breed in this breeding event. So I hope you guys are excited for today's video. If you are, go ahead and drop a like and also subscribe with notifications on. We're getting closer and closer to 84,000 subscribers to help me out. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. All the breeding combos and stuff like that, they haven't actually been shared yet because the breeding hasn't started. But if you want to go ahead and join either my Discord or Monster Legends official Discord, or you could even check out their Facebook page, I recommend doing that because the combos and stuff will be shared once the breeding starts. So check those out. But let's say you can only breed 1 or 2 or 3 monsters that are like either mythics or cosmics. I recommend just breeding them. If you're like lacking on monsters, let's say you don't have too many of those recipes and stuff, just go on and breed them, okay? Get them for collection purposes or something, and no matter who they are, okay? But for those of you that could breed multiple and stuff like that, then keep watching, okay? So all these mythics, out of all these mythics, right, here's the thing: you only want to breed Daedalus. This is the only monster that you want to breed out of the just like the original mythics, okay? So we're talking original mythics. We're not talking about cosmics, just the original mythics. You just want to breed Daedalus. This is the only monster that's still usable because of his megatons, okay? So go ahead and get Daedalus and you can start using it. But aside from that, let's go ahead and filter through cosmics. So cosmics, we got it right here. So we start off with Heist. Heist is actually a decent cosmic attacker. You can get it if you want. I recommend getting it, so do it. Slugazoid, I'm not really a big fan because this monster, yeah, it's a denier and stuff like that. Yeah, right, you can like go ahead and freeze and stuff like that. But the monster doesn't have any cleanse skills. So if you take in the first turn, what if the enemy has megatons? So you can't really do much. So Slugazoid, it's optional if you want to breed it, cool. If you don't, then don't. Rodden does have a couple of resurrection skills. You can go ahead and breed it if you want. If you need a resurrector, go ahead and get it. Now, this monster right here, you definitely want to pick up 100%. Vampira, you need to pick it up. It's a fantastic monster. One of the best tanks in the game right now. So definitely pick up this monster and try to breed it multiple times because you need that Satiscaster Megatons. So if you could get it to rank 3, you could go ahead and use it. Even against corrupted monsters, I'm pretty sure you could still use Bombetta. I mean, the monster will still be viable because, I mean, take a look at Daedalus, right? When Cosmics dropped, Daedalus is still being used. So, yeah, pick up Bombetta, try to breed multiple, and get it to rank 3. Ignis, I personally don't use this monster as much, but yeah, you can pick it up. It's a great supporter monster. It has tons of cleanse skills and also heal skills. So definitely pick it up. And also, this monster is pretty fast, so pick it up. Kodama. Oh wait, what the heck? Kodama right here. Okay, so Kodama, the thing is, this monster is really good in Infinite Gauntlet, but Infinite Gauntlet is going to be gone very soon, in case you didn't know. So they're gonna get rid of Infinite Gauntlet. But here's the thing: you can still use this monster. You could use it with Tabora or Dedu, right? Because you could trade disable and then you could hit him with TDA. It works best with actually both of them. Yeah, it works best with both of them. So right when you start off the battle, you go on a trade disable, hit everybody with CDA. It's just so good. So yeah, definitely pick up Kodama, even though Infinite Gauntlet's going away very soon. Now, Thunder Kong, I don't recommend breeding. If it's, let's say, the only cosmic that you can breed, go ahead and do it for collection purposes. That's it. Don't breed it. It might be a good monster. So please trust me on that one. Don't breed Thunder Kong unless you really want to, maybe for collection purposes. Black Feather is actually quite decent. I recommend getting this monster as well. Vanos 2099, definitely one of the best Pierce attackers. So you could go ahead and pick up Vanos. Try to see if you could get it to rank 3 because of that Satiscaster Pierce, right? So you start off with Pierce and you can literally pierce through any type of Megaton, dodge area. So basically all those good stuff. Hardy is a great magic attacker, so definitely pick him up. His single target skill actually deals very heavy magic damage, and also it applies curse, which will actually deal a lot of damage each turn. This monster can also apply vulnerable, and another great thing is his trait. I really like it. You start off with anticipation right away, so you don't even have to rank this monster up to, like, let's say rank 2 or 3 or rank 1. You already have anticipation at rank 0, so right away you'll start with that. So it's a pretty good attacker. Definitely pick it up. Undead Mr. Beast, I'm not really a huge fan of this monster. The only reason for that is because this monster, all of his attack skills, the ones that deal damage, are all magic. That's the only thing I dislike about this monster. But other than that, it's a good monster. Okay, so if you want to pick it up, go ahead and do so. Digale. Okay, so Digale is actually quite nice because, first of all, you have the Celestial trait, right? You also have Immune to Curse and then Self Trait Protection. I really like the trait. And this monster is actually a huge, it's like a heavy attacker, I've got to say. This monster is really good. You could apply Villain Hater. So, for example, against Bombita, you could literally swipe off Bombita if you run Villain Hater. That skill that he has, which actually applies triple damage. So it's actually a very nice attacker. I also like the relic slots as well. One is sword, the other one's revival. So running it with like Ural SN and Laser Beam Sword is just so good. So definitely pick that monster up. It doesn't matter what rank you get it to. It's just good at any rank. Solar Flare. Okay, Solar Flare, think of this as Armor Claw, okay? Think of it as Armor Claw. It's basically a cosmic version of Armor Claw. You have Taunt right away, then you have Hardened, and Immune to Control. I've got to say, trait-wise, I've got to say it's better than Armor Claw because Armor Claw gains only immune to stun at rank 3, but he has immune to control. So you basically are immune to stun, freeze, corruption, all those good stuff. That's pretty good. You could use this as a monster as a tank. You could also use it as an attacker. So both works out. Pick it up if you want to. You have Shelly. This is like literally one of the best tanks in the game. Okay, it's one of the best. Definitely pick this monster up. Get it to rank 3 if you can, because you have the Satiscatcher Mega Taunt at rank 3. This monster, once he dies, or she dies, she comes back with her SN. If you have a revival SN, it works really good. So definitely equip that and get it to rank 3. Lindworm, literally one of the best monsters in the game. Definitely pick this monster up. Okay? If you could get Colon's immunity at rank 1, do it. If you could breathe multiple times and get it to rank 3 or any other rank, do it. It's literally one of the best deniers in the game. Sequek, I don't recommend breeding this unless you want it just for collection purposes or if you want to use them for gold. That's it. Don't breed it. Enrich. Enrich is actually quite decent. If you want to breed it, go ahead and do so. He actually has a couple of CDA skills. The only thing I dislike about this monster is that he doesn't have any clan skills. So if you take in the first turn, if there's a Mega Taunt, who are you going to apply the CDA to? Only that Mega Taunt. That's it. So, yeah. Craster, this monster is an attacker that doesn't even need strength runes. So you can actually remove the enemy's life with percentage. Like, let me show you guys what I mean, okay? So where the heck is this monster at? I think it's right here. Yeah. Okay. So take a look at this. Craster has these skills. So you have, let me see. Removes 50% of total life. So you're removing 50% of total life from the enemy. It doesn't matter who it is. You just remove 50% and then you heal yourself by 50%. You also remove 30% from the of total life from the enemies times 3. So that's basically 90% of their life. And you also heal yourself, which is actually quite decent. So if you want to pick up Craster, it's optional. You can do it. You don't have to if you don't want to. But yeah, if you really want to, go on and do it. Teddy VR, I'm not really a huge fan of this monster, but if you want to go ahead and pick it up, maybe for collection purposes or something, or if you're a fan of the YouTuber, whatever his name is, I forgot his name. But yeah, this is definitely a YouTuber monster, so if you want to pick it up, just because, yes, you watch him, go ahead and do so. Manipulate, I don't recommend breeding this monster. He does have possession skills and stuff like that, but he doesn't have clan skills, so it's just not good. Plus, look at the traits. These traits are quite bad, in my opinion. It's decent, but whatever. Okay. Aatrox. Okay, Aatrox. This monster was actually quite nice with Pierce, but they nerfed them. You know? But trait-wise, it's still decent. I've got to say, Music Sword is really nice, especially as a trait. It does have Statuscaster Precision. It's also nice and Hardened. But this monster could actually apply stuns and stuff like that. The only thing that he can't do is Cleanse. So that kind of sucks. So it's optional. If you want to breed it, go ahead and do so. If you don't want to, don't do it. I don't recommend breeding him, but if you want to breed him for collection purposes, go ahead and do so. Tabora, you definitely want to pick this monster up. Literally one of the best support monsters in the game. Although we have the Do now that's kind of better in my opinion than Tabora, but Tabora is also quite nice. So if you want to get Tabora, go ahead and do so. Pulses, don't breed this monster, please, unless you want it for collection purposes. This monster is decent. I have it to rank 2.5, I guess you could say, because it's at 123 or 126 right now. And the monster's alright. It's a heavy attacker, but not that powerful in my opinion. It's alright. It's alright, I've got to say. Okay? If you want to breed it, go ahead and do so. It's decent. Nikolech, this monster is... Let me see what this monster actually does. I'm pretty sure I have it. Nikolech, you should be somewhere in here, my friend. Yep. Okay, let me see what your skills do. So you have resurrect all ally by 50%. Actually, that's not that bad. The AoE one resurrects one ally with 1% life, triple damage, and also an extra turn for that ally. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, this is a decent resurrector, guys. If you want to go ahead and breed Necrolech, go ahead and do so. It's a decent resurrector. So if you need a good resurrector in your team, let's say if you can't breed Rotten, then go ahead and breed, you know, Necrolech. Get it. Chocolate Muckle is actually one of the best support monsters. I definitely recommend getting this monster. It is amazing. Rainetta, not that good to be honest. Not that good. But if you need a tank monster, go ahead and get it, I guess. Spitfire, I have like 2 or 3 of this monster. I just don't breed it, please. He has one of the lowest lives in the game, and also I believe all of his skills are fire as well, if I remember correctly when I reviewed him. So I don't recommend getting Spitfire, but if you want to, for collection purposes, go ahead and do so. The Ferris, on the other hand, is actually quite decent. Not many players like this monster, but if you want to pick this monster up, maybe you have Steam Wrath and you really like Steam Wrath, you could pair this monster up with Steam Wrath, and his shield skill actually does help Steam Wrath from let's say anticipation monsters. So it's a decent supporter, I've got to say. I like it. Me personally, I like it, but not too many people actually like that monster, so it's kind of underrated. Then you have Kaguya. Kaguya is actually a decent attacker, extra turn attacker. So if you want to pick it up, go ahead and do so. Yes, yes, yes. And then we have Rhodey. The only thing I dislike about this monster is that she doesn't have any cleanse skills. Like, you give this monster full speed, she takes in the first turn. What is she gonna do? Just, what if there's a Mega Taunt in the enemy team? You know what I mean? Like, many players actually run Mega Taunt monsters, so can't really do much. Hacksmith. Okay, the Hacksmith. This monster is decent. The only thing I dislike about this monster is that he doesn't start off with Mega Taunt. Okay, you don't start off with Mega Taunt, so you have to apply the Mega Taunt with a skill. So you need to take in the turn and then apply the Mega Taunt. But other than that, the monster is actually quite good. So pick it up if you want to. But I've got to say, Bombetta and the other Mega Taunts that are ranked 3, I've got to say they're better than Hacksmith. I don't know about Daedalus. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Daedalus is better than Hacksmith? Let me know in the comments down below. I want to hear your opinion. No Ragnarok. This monster is actually quite decent. It's a decent supporter. Yeah, I definitely recommend picking it up. This was a Golden Legend best monster as well. So yeah, I mean, has shield skills and other stuff. It's actually quite nice. Master definitely pick it up. Okay, you definitely want that. Moonming, not really my favorite monster, to be honest. Not really a huge fan. But if you want to pick it up, go ahead and do so. Okay? I'm not going to breed it. Me personally, I'm not going to breed it, even though I don't have the monster. Kaidi Sunmelter, pick it up. Yeah, it's a great attacker. Vampiro Straw. You definitely want to pick this monster up if you don't have it already. It's a great monster. Great. Orupapu, it's decent. The only thing I dislike is that he doesn't have any cleanse skills. So you give this monster full speed, take in the first turn. If the enemy has a Mega Taunt, right? If they're running a Mega Taunt monster, you can't really do much. That kind of sucks. But I really like his design. His design is amazing. Lightmere is actually a great attacker. Yeah, Lightmere is actually quite decent. I've seen his skills, or her skills, sorry. And it's actually quite decent, so pick it up if you need a good light attacker. Arbat. Great TDA monster, pick it up. Even though it was a PvP monster. If you missed out on it, pick it up. Targon, I don't really like this monster as much, to be honest. But I do like his positive effect protection. So maybe level it up to level 4 and then run this monster with Elvira on PvP. Because what happens is that they can't actually... Wait. No, wait. I forgot the combo. It was Elvira, this monster, and I think a Megaton monster, I'm pretty sure. I forgot the combo, but yeah, it's not a great monster, to be honest. It's not my favorite, honestly. If you want to pick it up for collection purposes, go ahead and do so. But for those of you that actually like Targon, I'm sorry, me personally, I don't like it. But anyways, Orosmic, this monster was overhyped, honestly. I've got to say. People overhype this monster. I don't personally recommend getting it, but if you want it for collection purposes, go ahead and do so. The Dreamer is a decent supporter. Okay? It's a decent supporter. Pick it up if you want to. Spawny, all he does is apply quicksands and stuff like that. I'm not really a huge fan of him. Bingxian. He's actually a decent attacker. The only thing I dislike about him is that all of his skills are fire elements. So if he goes up against another fire monster, it doesn't matter if it's a legendary or a mythic or whatever. If they're fire element, he can't really do much. I mean, he could deal some damage, but they'll be weak. You know what I mean? Unless the enemy has fire weakness or something. Letalist is actually quite decent, so pick it up if you want to. Ulrika is actually a good attacker. Okay, it's pretty decent. Pick up that attacker as well. Katsuko is also decent. Okay, it's a great taunt killer. Lord Platypus is also pretty nice because of his dodge area. So you take in the first turn, if you run it with the Megaton monster, you go ahead and apply that AoE dodge area. It'd be nice. It'd be set. Luponodo. Luponodo. This is actually a fantastic supporter. Pick it up. Axel Mech, don't pick this monster. Calamatic is actually quite underrated. Okay? Yeah, pick this monster up. This monster has some nice skills. Great supporter. So if you need a supporter in your team, Calamatic would be the one. Chimney, I'm not a huge fan of Chimney. I know this monster was free and many people like it because they're starter players and this was a free pass monster, so their first cosmic mythic monster was, let's say, Chimney or something. Of course, they're, you know, whatever your first cosmic mythic monster, of course it's gonna be good. Of course they're gonna be strong and stuff. But trust me, if you're a competitive player and, like, let's say you're in the top leagues, nobody wants to use Chimney. Unfortunately, no one does. Okay, so yeah, don't get Chimney, please. Firestar. Honestly, if you need a supporter, right? If you need a supporter, I wouldn't recommend getting this monster. Maybe you can get something like Calamatic instead. You can get, let's see, what other support? Noagnarok, or any other supporter that I mentioned earlier that I said was to get those instead. But let's say Firestar is the only few that you can actually breed, then go ahead and do so. Bruce Wayne, this was the first dodge area monster with trait. So overall, he's decent. Okay, you can pick him up if you want. Cryocrawler, you definitely want to pick this monster up. Get it to rank 3 if you can because of the status caster Megaton. Krampus the Killjoy, he's decent. If you want to pick him up, go ahead and do so. If you don't, you don't have to. Searat, fantastic. It's a great extra turner. You can literally do almost unlimited attacks with this monster. Yeah, it's crazy. Super Fox. Super Fox is one of my favorites because this monster starts off with Pierce at rank 3. And it was a free-to-play monster too. You could have picked it up from one of the mazes. So definitely pick this monster up. Okay? Try to get it to rank 3 as well. This monster is quite underrated. It's a great monster. If you want to pick it up, do it. Do it. Laser Beam 2099. For those of you that watches Laser Beam, you want to pick it up just because you watch Laser Beam, go ahead and do so. Okay? Overall, the monster is decent, but it's not that great. Okay, it's decent, but it's not that great. Witchcat is quite nice. Yeah, she's actually very good. Pick her up if you haven't already. Robo Elf, also great torturer / attacker. We'll pick that up as well. Rusalka, Pierce attacker. It's decent. Here's the thing. For those of you that are, let's say, questioning whether to get Rusalka or the other Pierce monsters that I mentioned, here's the thing. Super Fox is great. Pick Super Fox over Rusalka. And when it comes down to, where is that? Vanos 2099 and Super Fox, you can do whichever one you want. Okay? Those two, you can breed whichever one you want. It's really up to you. It's optional. But aside from that, the Dew, fantastic supporter. Pick it up 100%. Sasai Kuiper, I'm not a huge fan. Honestly. He's alright. If you want to pick it up, go ahead and do so. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. Vishama, you can just get it from the Battle Pass. Honestly. The Legends Pass, sorry. Pick it up from the Legends Pass. It's a nice supporter. The thing with this Mythic is that Nahin doesn't have any clan skills. So you take in the first turn, if there's a Mega Taunt monster, can't really do much. Okay, unless you run this monster with the Dew. The Dew is great. Pair it up with the Dew or, for example, Tabora. Crackbot. This is... I mean, you can pick it up right now. PvP. You don't even have to breed it. So pick it up from PvP while you can. Okay? Light was in the breeding. This monster is quite decent. I've got to say. It's great if you pair this monster up with any light attackers, like for example, Super Fox, Gale, the Dreamer. No, not the Dreamer. What's the other one? Forgot her name. It's not the Dreamer. Lightmare. Lightmare's the one. Yeah, if you have Lightmare, pick it up. I mean, pair those up. Katsuko is also another one that you can pair the monster up with light. It works out great because of the light weakness, so you can deal a lot of damage. But anyways, Execute Master, not really a huge fan of this monster. I wouldn't recommend picking it up, but if you want to, let's say you missed out on the tails and you didn't get him from the tails, then go ahead and do it for collection purposes. Anton Cosmic, great attacker, but against Cryo Crawler, he can't really do much, you know, because water versus water. But I do like his single target skill. He deals so much damage, literally. It's very powerful. Dratus. Dratus is a fantastic Pierce monster. You don't even have to rank this monster up. You just get it right away. You have Pierce, so you can pierce through anything. Megaton, you don't have to worry about it. Pierce through it. I also really like his relic slots. You can run Scherzo's Amulet with a Jazzy's Mask, if I remember correctly, so you can fully stamina cleanse and also deal massive damage to them as well. So that's quite nice. Captain Alvith. Here's the thing, you can run this monster as a supporter and attacker, whichever one you want. I've done 2 videos. The first video that I made, which was getting her to level 150, rank 5, I used her as a supporter, but I made a separate video yesterday where I reviewed her as a attacker. And you can watch both of those videos, check those out, and whichever one you want to do, go ahead and do so. This is the last cultic monster, if I'm not mistaken. So if you want to pick it up, go ahead and do so. It's a decent monster. Okay, but overall, let me know in the comments down below what you guys are going to be going for. Me, I think what I'll do is I'll go for Shelly 100%. I'll get Shelly, and not just Shelly, but also maybe Monster, or not Monster, Master Mashur. And let me see who else. The Dew. Definitely need the Dew, sorry. I'm gonna get the Dew and those other 2 that I mentioned. And is there any other ones that I really want? Not really. Maybe Vanos 2099. Yeah, maybe Vanos 2099. Just for collection purposes. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, go ahead and drop a like and also subscribe with notifications on. But yeah, if you want to share this video with a friend or so, help them out as well. In case they haven't checked this video out already, you know, help them out. Because this breeding event will start very soon and they don't want to miss out on it. So help them out. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Invisible.